good day. Today's readings are from 2 Timothy chapter 4, verses 1 through 8. Paul's final charge to his beloved Timothy, urging him to proclaim the word persistently in all seasons, keep the faith, and finish the race. And from the Gospel of Mark, chapter 12, verses 38 through 44. Jesus warning his disciples about the scribes who perform their religion for public approval, then sitting opposite the temple treasury, to watch a poor widow put in 2 small coins, declaring she gave more than all the wealthy contributors combined. Now hear me on this. The contrast Jesus draws in that temple is the whole teaching. Look first at the scribes' long robes, greetings in the marketplace, seats of honor in synagogues, places of distinction at banquets, lengthy prayers offered as pretense, and through these real men, in that real moment, the Father is showing each of us the spirit of outer seeking. These are men whose entire interior life faces the wrong direction. They are performing for a crowd, collecting the approval of strangers as though it could fill what only the I am within can fill. When you look to circumstances to confirm your worth, when you wait for the outer world to validate your desire before you dare believe it, when you need the recognition of others to feel real, you are depositing nothing in the true treasury. You're spending yourself on appearances, and the scribes showed us precisely where that leads. Now turn to the widow. She comes quietly, without ceremony, and puts in 2 small coins, her whole livelihood, everything she had to live on. Jesus calls his disciples close and says, she has given more than all the others, not more in amount, more in totality. The rich gave from their surplus. They kept the best for themselves and handed over only what was comfortable to lose. She held nothing back. This is precisely what Neville means by total assumption. The person who halfway believes, who enters the inner state with one foot still planted in doubt, who imagines the wish fulfilled but quietly keeps the escape routes open, who goes within and then immediately checks the outer world to see if it worked, that one gives from surplus, something always held in reserve, something protected. But the one who enters the feeling of the wish fulfilled completely, who pours the whole living self into that inner reality, who dwells in the assumption until it becomes more real than what the senses report, that one gives everything. And God honors the whole gift. The law responds to the completeness of your assumption, not the size of your surplus. Paul understood this completely. He writes near the end of his earthly life, and hear what he says, not with regret, not with uncertainty, but with the full voice of completed faith. I am already being poured out like a libation. His entire life given over to the word within, a consecration of the whole self, not just the comfortable or convenient parts. And from that total pouring out, he declares, I have competed well. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. The crown of righteousness awaits me. Not, I hope it might come. Not, perhaps, if I have done enough. He speaks from the end, from the assumption already fulfilled, the feeling of completion already inhabited. That crown awaits not the one who hedges, but the one who is poured out entirely for the I am within. So today, wherever your desire lives, the healing, the abundance, the love, the creative work that is your calling, ask yourself honestly, am I giving from surplus, or am I giving all? Am I entering the wish fulfilled and then retreating to check whether the outer world confirms it? Or am I dwelling in the assumption completely the way that widow dropped her last 2 coins without holding even one back for herself? Go within now. Enter the upper room of your imagination. See the end. Feel the end. Speak your I am. as though the race is already finished, and the crown already rests on your head. Pour yourself into it entirely, like a libation, like 2 last coins from a woman who had nothing left to fear, because she had given everything to what she believed. The Lord does not fail the whole gift. It never has. It never will. Until tomorrow, I love you.